Hello, it's Wednesday the 1st of October and I thought in my video today I'd talk about communication. As a researcher on the Masters in Learning with Technology, you are joining a community of researchers at the Institute for Educational Cybernetics, or IEC. This is the Institute for Educational Cybernetics. All these faces are people who currently work for the Institute or who are doing research with the Institute. And we've created this tool to really improve our communication by making each of us more transparent in terms of what it is that we do. So here, for example, I can see every glowing face is somebody who's actually online. And it picks this information up through using a tool called Skype, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And some of the entries also have little bits in blue telling us something that they've been doing recently. That's coming from a tool called Twitter, which I'll also tell you about shortly. At IEC, we believe that the key to effective communication is personal transparency. In other words, to use technology to reveal as much about what we're doing and where we are as we possibly can. And so all the tools that I'm going to be talking about, including Skype and Twitter, are designed to do that. Skype is a tool which effectively turns your computer into a telephone, or indeed a video telephone. And you can get to it. It's a free tool, and you can type the address, which is www.skype.com, and it will take you to a page for downloading the software. In fact, it does rather more than that, because as well as allowing you to have telephone conversations, video call conversations, and text conversations, it also gives information about whether you're online or not, and information about the conversations that you've had. Downloading Skype is pretty easy, and basically I've just clicked on the download link here, and it's giving me some instructions. And if you just follow the instructions, so run the Skype setup application, follow the setup wizard, and launch Skype, and that will guide you through setting up a new account and enabling you to make a call. So once you've downloaded and installed Skype, let's just have a quick look at how you add somebody that you can call. So this is my Skype screen, and you can see my contacts listed there. And if I go to Tools and Add Contact, it brings up a little box, and I can type in the Skype name, if I know it, of somebody who I want to add to my contacts. And I'm typing in my own Skype name there, and you can see there's my name, Mark Johnson. If I double click on there, I can add that contact. Obviously I'll be adding myself. The next tool I want to show you is a recent tool called Twitter. Now, Twitter is basically a very simple tool for showing what it is that you're doing at any particular time. Basically, Twitter asks you to say, "What am I doing?" And you can actually answer that question either through your computer or through your mobile phone. And using this, we can give others a very rich picture of what it is that's going on in our lives at any particular moment. And although it sounds trivial, this is showing itself to be a very powerful organizing tool. So I'll go back to my web browser, and I'll move off the Skype thing here to actually type in the Twitter address, which is www.twitter.com. And this will take me to the Twitter page, which there it is. And basically, I can sign into this. I have an account, but I'm not going to show you that. What I suggest you do is actually watch a video about Twitter. And so this is a little video to really explain what Twitter's about. And I highly recommend that you watch this to really get a feel for what Twitter is about. And finally, in the Masters in Learning with Technology, most of the action on the course is going to take place in a special site that we've set up for the course within the university. This site is using a technology called Moodle, and I just want to spend a bit of time introducing you to the Moodle environment. So I'm back in my web browser here and going to the address Moodle. Let's just try that, moodle.bolton.ac.uk. If I press enter on there, it takes me to the Moodle page, e-learning at the University of Bolton, and at the bottom of that list that you can see course categories, it says Institute for Educational Cybernetics, and then we have the Masters in Learning with Technology, which I can click on. Gives me a bit of information about the course on that page, and I need to log in with my username and password, which you will have been given as a member of the university. And as soon as I log in, this is the Moodle homepage for the course, and you can see at the top there's some general stuff about the course. But what I particularly want to know, because we're talking about communication, I want to look at the forums for communication on the different modules, and you can see there are some forum discussions that have been happening, and this is the place where we see most of the communications on the course will take place. So for each module there will be any number of forums that might contain conversations between people who are on the course, and you can see there are some sort of conversations here in terms of where did you go on your holidays and that sort of thing. So when we sort of get into the modules themselves, this is where things are really going to happen, and you can see there are various discussions going on. So that completes my brief introduction to tools for communication on the Masters in Learning with Technology. Just to recap, we first of all we started off by having a look at how we manage communication within the Institute for Educational Cybernetics, and that led us on to talk about the tools that feed into that information, like Skype and Twitter, and then we went on to have a look at the Moodle site that we've used for the course. And the only thing to say here really is that it's all great fun, and all of these tools are free. They're all there for you to engage with and just experiment and have a good time with. So I really hope that you get stuck in and really play around with these things and see what you can do with them.